luck. Welcome back to Mornings. Well, I'm standing on the balcony of the Princess Wilderness Lodge, and out there somewhere is Mount McKinley. Trust me, it is out there. But it is time to cook some of the local cuisine, and I want to introduce a couple of chefs to you this morning. I'd like to introduce Allan Abramovitz. We were just talking fish and salmon and bears down there, Allan. You're going to cook for us the elk tenderloin, and also Larry Fortenberry.
Yes,
how are you? And we're doing
well,
a wild berry dish. Ooh, yum, yum, yum. Also, we've got a fabulous live audience. Hey, Pete, have a look at all our friends here. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for coming. Who's from Alaska? Work with me, people. Who's from the United States? Very good. Well, we're from Australia, and we're cooking kangaroo this morning. No, we're not. We're cooking. Why don't we start with this elk tenderloin? Okay. This is the meat here. Tell me about the meat.
Very lean. It's from the deer family, very similar to moose. We cook it like beef. Rare, medium rare, however they want it. Very flavorful, very healthy for you.
Is it a stronger flavour?
No, very mild, very mild.
Okay. Is this one of the most sought-after dishes on your menu?
I tell you, it's hard to keep here when we bring it in.
And you don't get it that often consistently?
As many times as we can.
Okay. Now, what do you do with that particular steak there?
What we're going to do, the pan's preheated already with a little olive oil. You can see the smoke coming off there. We're just going to give it a little seasoning, a little salt and pepper. Put it right in the pan.
Yeah.
Ready to get started.
Now, I noticed some of these mushrooms you've got over here, really interesting mushrooms.
These are morel mushrooms, and they do look like little brains.
Yeah,
we have the sliced product here.
Now, that's the morel mushroom, right?
Right.
And tell me the other varieties. You've obviously got a brown.
Yep, these are creminis, and these are our domestic mushrooms. These are our large button mushrooms.
And these are biggies.
These are portobellos.
Portobellos.
Very popular. Everybody loves portobellos. These all do grow in this area. The morels we pick fresh.
And the more people I talk to around here, they love going picking mushrooms.
Oh, absolutely. They grow everywhere. After a rain, you know, the next day they sprout up like mushrooms.
So you just throw them in that pan there?
Absolutely. We're going to sear it all together. We're just going to get this flavor started. While that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and start making a Yukon Gold potato pancake.
A Yukon Gold? So that's the Yukon potato?
Yep, absolutely. It grows in Alaska. Very gold, very flavorful. A little more tasty than our standard Idaho. And all we're going to do is we're going to grate this up. Kind of get some of that started.
Beautiful. So you par-cook this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
We started off ahead of time.
Yeah, so that's par-boiled. Okay, just for a few minutes, and then you just shred it like that.
Absolutely.
Okay, then what do you do?
Well, the potato itself is so flavorful, we don't really want to cover up the flavor. We have a little white truffle oil.
Oh, yeah.
Just for a hint and accent, we just put a little tiny bit in.
Well, you only did that because it's really expensive.
Well, you know, it sounds good. And it tastes wonderful. A little salt and pepper. And so we just mix it really gentle. You know, just really, really gently. And you want to go ahead and put a little bit in the pan?
Okay, you just shovel it in here.
Right in there.
Very good.
Little,
do I do that?
A little bit right in the middle there.
Right in the middle. Just like that?
Yep. There we go.
Good.
There you go. And when it's that cooking, it's going to start to brown.
Okay, you're going to turn those because you just want to see them?
And then I'm going to put a little port wine in it, and then they all simmer together.
Now, we're over here, and what we're doing, Larry, is berries.
Yes.
We've got raspberries, blueberries.
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
We're doing a triple berry cobbler.
Okay.
And the berries and the sugars go together. We're going to do the filling first. You want to get started?
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 cups of beets. Put them in a bowl.
Oh, two. So
all of them. They're already measured out.
Oh, you've got to love that.
There you go.
You know what I learned yesterday? The bears, when they come out of hibernation, they are so smart because before they go into hibernation, they eat grass and tree trunks to bind them up so they're nice and clean in their den. All of this sugar?
All of it.
And they also, when they come out, they start eating berries because it flushes their system.
Yes, they're very smart, aren't they?
Very, very smart.
They eat all kinds of berries.
Excellent.
Salmon berries. Mix that all together.
Yep. All this is happening
That's
here.
going to be all the filling there.
Okay, then what do we do?
And we're going to make the topping.
Okie dokie. Okay, what we're going to do is we've got our elk happening over here. What did you put in? What did you put in there?
I snuck a little port wine in.
Something. Little port wine. Along with the truffle oil in there, little olive oil. We've got all these.
And you got berry and sugar in there, and I got some flour and sugar and cinnamon over here. And we're going to...
Do you mix this lot up?
Yep.
Okay, what we're going to do is take a little bit of a break here, Larry and Allan, and we're going to come back and plate all this stuff up. We've revealed these beautiful dishes for you, but next, this is a bit of a holiday that you could take. I'm with our chefs, Allan and Larry. I was just commenting, Larry, how beautiful the fruit in this area. It is high summer. It's just divine. Let's recap on what we did. We had all sorts of berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. We mixed them up with some sugar here. Then you made this other mix. This is
which
for
is the
cobbler.
top, the topping.
And what was in that again?
And then we had flour and brown sugar and cinnamon, a little bit of baking powder, and mixed it together with some milk and egg to get the lumpiness. Put it on top of the cobbler and bake it for 20 minutes, and voila.
Ooh, yum. Now, I've got a fact sheet coming up for you shortly. And Allan is with us over here, and we were doing the elk tenderloin with these extraordinary mushrooms. And again, you just sort of, lightly sear it.
Absolutely. In its own juices. You know, sometimes the best thing is to leave it alone. With the morels, we had the port, we let it all cook together.
Wonderful. And let's not forget those potato pancakes.
They're beautiful, too.
Shredded. And it's the Yukon Gold. Again, a fact sheet. But I don't know where in Australia you're going to get a Yukon Gold potato or an elk.
We do import Yukon Gold potatoes into Australia. I'm
do
sure
you?
they can find it. The elk, on the other hand, may be a little more difficult.
Yeah, sometimes we like to support our own there, and we've got some good food there. But it's wonderful to see the local cuisine. Okay, and this is the dada. This is how it works. What sort of lettuce is that one?
That is our flowering kale.
Ooh,
it comes in
yum,
purples
yum.
and greens and reds.
Now come over with me and bring that with you there, Larry. So here we have the elk tenderloin and the cobbler. 1902-211-911. That's how you can get the fact sheet. Gentlemen, thank you very much, and thank you for joining us on Mornings.
Thank you.
Okay, now I tell you, Alaska, it certainly is the last frontier. So much to see. It is such a beautiful area. And of course, when you're in the last frontier, it must be all about cowboys. They certainly opened up the wild, wild west. But after this break, Jamie gets... This is just a little baby black bear, only a baby because they grow about 250 pounds. The big grizzlies get up to about 1,000. But I tell you, that's not a salmon. This is a salmon. Look at this. Alan, what sort of salmon is this? Our chef, Alan?
Salmon.
A king salmon. They're huge. I tell you, they're smart creatures. What I've been learning is that they know exactly where to go right upriver. They go to the same place where they're virtually born. How smart is that? And they know it by the length of the day. They also, after they spawn, when they come back home, they turn red and die. Okay, I got to say, this is... I can't even lift it. How big do they
Give me
get?
a hand here.
Yep.
This is 40 pounds. They get up to about 85, 90 pounds.
And you use these for weights every day, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's what I do in off season.
Now, this is a salmon steak. Steak. These are the. This is the king salmon.
Yep.
Chinook, same thing.
Yep. This is a Chinook salmon.
Fantastic. Okay, I've got so much more to show you on Mornings after this break.